It's 11:50 in the p.m. and this is Kitty Drysdale, the love professor. I have a Ph.D. at LOVE. And the question I hear most often is, why does love have to hurt so bad? Baby, if I knew that, I'd be on TV. But I'm on your radio, and I will try to do my very best with what's left of your heart. Now hit me with it. Come to Kitty, cry to her, lean on her, and don't you worry, she ain't gonna break. Let's take a love call. This one's from Dateless and Pyramid Corners. Hello, Dateless. Has heartache taken another hostage?
Yes, it has, love professor.
Talk to me, girlfriend.
Well, okay. My mama doesn't think I'm ready to go out on my first date, and I don't know how to change her mind.
How old are you, sugar?
14. But now that my dad's moved out, I sort of help my mom run the house.
And you feel like you're 50.
How'd you know that?
The professor knows, girl. I am the defender of the tender. Tell me more.
It's not like I want to date all the time. I just want to try it once and see if I like it.
Believe me, you'll like it. Tell me about your mama. If she's not with your daddy, is she with anybody?
Well,
I know the sound of that well, honey. Now I'm going to tell you something straight from the honesty drawer. Your mama, suddenly single, all skeptical about her own dating future, sitting at home gathering dust. Am I right? You know I am.
You are just amazing.
Ain't I, though? Tell you my theory. Your mama, fresh from a divorce, may just be having a tough time watching you start down the man trail.
You think so?
I know so, baby. I'm a professional. Where you see romance, she sees pain. And she doesn't want that for you, sweetie. You know why?
Because she loves me.
Am I right? You know I am. Your mother loves you. You're one of the lucky children, sweetheart. Count your blessings. And while you're counting, I'm going to help your mama who loves you. Because that's what I do.
Well, how are you going to do that? She doesn't have a boyfriend.
Sure she does. She just hasn't met him yet.
What do you mean?
It's what I do, sweetheart. Now, you hang on while we go to a commercial, and I'm going to talk to you person to person, and the love professor's going to put a Band-Aid on the boo-boo of your heart.
People say God looks out for the working man. Sure hope he's looking out for me. These empty pockets need a helping hand. Kitchen tables full of family. But then the sun comes up and the moon is shining big and bright, and the new day promises that everything will be alright, and the new day promises that everything will be alright.
You the divorced woman with the 5 children who won't let the daughter date?
Do I know you?
You would love to. And why? Memorize the answer. I have made a profound commitment to your future.
I hope you'll forgive me when I tell you I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
I forgive you. Forgiveness is the Rolls Royce of human emotion.
Wait a second, I know that voice.
That you, Dateless?
You came, you really came.
Of course I came. I am the lifeguard of the lonely.
Once again in this house, I am a stranger in a strange conversation.
You know, I could swear I heard your voice on the radio.
Oh, that's the love professor. The kids at school are always talking about the love professor. She's the one you listen to if you're a poor miserable slob with a non-existent love life.
No, I must have been thinking some other voice.
So can you get me some action?
Stephen Lloyd.
I'm just asking. She's the expert.
Love's the best thing in the world. Huh, Professor?
That's my trademark, sugar. Am I right?
You know I am.
Let me understand this. My daughter talked about me on the radio.
Only as the mother of Dateless and Pyramid Corners.
Look, I know you mean well and that you've helped lots of desperate people stumble out of the dark. Not people with homes and families and responsibilities. You help desperate, lonely people who are crumbling within themselves due to circumstances beyond their control.
Is it possible for us to speak privately?
Could we please?
I called her radio show on the phone last night, Mama. I didn't know what else to do, and I needed advice on matters of the heart. I've heard her solve other people's troubles, and she's real good. She really is.
Yeah, I've listened to her myself once or twice.
Is this syrup sugar-free?
No.
Good.
If you had a problem, dateless, why didn't you come to me?
Because you're part of the problem, Red. Give us a hard one. By the way, Dorothy Jane, has anybody actually asked you out yet?
No, because she is not old enough to date.
Oh, really? You the Department of Motor Vehicles? This is a young woman we got here.
Wait a minute. Who gave you the right to come in here and tell me how to raise my own daughter?
Hey, she called me. You feed me French toast. I was just an innocent bystander talking on the radio. Give me some coffee.
Mama, I am old enough to date. I have had 3 different invitations in the past week, and boys don't start asking until you're old enough to say yes.
Dorothy Jane, you think you understand boys, but you do not understand boys yet.
Well, I understand they asked me out.
Who, other than Kirby, has asked you out?
Tommy Blake's a defensive tackle.
That flat-headed boy? Took West for fire. Who else?
Jason Beasley. He's the #1 student at Pyramid Corners High.
Well, I guess he could be interesting in a Carl Sagan kind of way.
So it's okay?
No, you're too young.
I think we better change the subject.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So let's talk about you.
No.
How come you alone tonight there, Red?
Excuse me, but I think it's time you left now. You have butted into my personal affairs, you're eating my French toast, and now you're asking me intimate questions about my vacant social calendar.
Hey, I'm just trying to give romance a chance. You believe in romance. You got 5 kids. Am I right? You know I am.
You know she is. I am perfectly capable of handling my own family's problems. Were there any problems to handle?
Well, then, thanks for breakfast, and you stop calling me.
Just as a matter of conversation. You are of the opinion that my 14-year-old daughter is old enough to go out on a date?
I'd stake my reputation as a professional broadcaster and the love professor on it.
How can you be so certain?
Because I done talked to a lot of 14-year-olds on the phone, and some of them sound like they're 12, and some of them sound like they're 20. But your daughter?
50.
Minimum. She's already outgrown everybody at her school. What we've got to worry about here is you. It's coming to me. It's pulling up to the driveway of my brain. I got him, Michael Turner.
No blind dates, please.
He has called the love professor faithfully once a week for the last 6 months. I told him the right woman would come along.
Oh, come on, only losers call your show.
Mama!
I'm sorry.
Well, I forgive you. But only if you go out on this mystery date.
Hey, I'll be there to help you through those awkward introductory moments. In fact, if you come back and tell me how wonderful your evenings were so I can report it to my faithful listeners, I'll even stick around and babysit the children. No charge.
Yes! I have so many questions.
So, Dorothy Jane says you're like the smartest kid in school.
Yeah, 4.0.
What's your last name?
Beasley.
Dorothy Jane Beasley. I hate it.
Hi, Jason.
Hi.
Sorry I kept you waiting.
You look very nice.
Listen to them. Their first date. They don't seem nervous at all.
Why should we be nervous? It's just a date. What's there to be nervous about?
I don't believe I let some love professor talk me into going on a blind date with somebody I don't even know, and I don't know where we're going or what we're doing or why I'm doing it.
Don't embarrass us.
Thanks for your support. Kirby?
Ah, it's our twisterizers.
Evening, Miss Torkelson. Dorothy Jane, I prayed that the grapevine was wrong, but I can see it wasn't. Cancel this date immediately or face the consequences.
Oh, give it up, Scroggins.
All right. Maybe you want to take this outside.
Sure, let's go.
Don't be so immature. Dorothy Jane, the very first date you go on in your entire life should be with me.
Why?
Because I am obsessed with you.
Jason, could you just give me 1 second, please?
Change your mind, right? You're making the right decision. Let's ditch the egghead and work up a sweat.
That is grotesque, Kirby. I am going out with Jason.
Don't kiss him.
You are wrecking my first date.
I'm trying.
Dorothy Jane, wait just a second.
Oh, this isn't embarrassing at all.
This is a special occasion, Dorothy Jane. This isn't some soda date or bowling date. This is your first official nighttime date. And I want you to have a great time on it.
Mom, I have a great time on yours, too.
Oh, yeah. Isn't that beautiful?
No.
Kirby, you know it isn't because Dorothy Jane doesn't like you.
Save your words, Miss Torkelson. I sense a deep depression coming on. Can I get some water? Intense stress dehydrates us Scroggins men.
Mama's really going out tonight?
Uh-huh. And a man's gonna come to the door who isn't Daddy, and he's gonna take Mom out. You be able to handle that?
I'll try. I'll try really hard.
'Cause this is real important to Mama, Mary Sue. You don't want to upset her.
Hi, I'm Michael Turner. You must be Millicent. You're just as pretty as Kitty Drysdale said you were.
Did she tell you I have 5 children? I have 5 children. You still want to go through with it?
Yes, I want to go through with this.
Okay, love pupils, I'm here to sit on the babies just like I promised. Is Dateless out with her young swain?
Thanks anyway, Kitty, but Border Hodges offered to sit with the children while I go out.
Okay, then. You two are next out the door. Have a nice night. Go. Get on out of here.
You can't date my mama. You're not my daddy.
Ruthann?
I don't want you to go out with him, Mama. I just don't.
Mama?
What would you suggest I do now, Professor? Ruthann, honey, I never realized this would upset you so much.
Neither did I. I'm sorry, Mama. I know you want to go out, but I don't want you to. I didn't know it bothered me so much until just now. Until I actually saw him.
Excuse me, Millicent?
Oh, great. He's calling her by her first name. What's next? The honeymoon?
Look, I understand this is all kind of new. So if it's that upsetting, maybe we shouldn't go out.
Oh, maybe you're right. This may not be the best evening for our date.
Well, actually, I didn't mean that we shouldn't still have our date. I just meant maybe we should stay here with the kids. I like kids. And that way your mama won't be going out and leaving you, and you can decide if you like me.
Is that your four-wheel drive out there?
Sure is.
Guy seems fine to me.
Michael, if I could have just a second. Ruthann,
I guess it'd be okay if you didn't leave the house.
how am I supposed to have a date in my own house? And what am I supposed to do with all of you?
Who wants to hear about my strangest love call? G-rated.
And this was the largest trout that ever been caught in the greater Veneta area.
Michael, I see you've met Border Hodges.
Yes, I've been entertaining your guest with one of my angler stories. Now I assume you'll want to be getting on with your date. Unless you'd like to hear another fish story.
Thank you, no.
So, I guess you must be hungry, seeing as how we were going to dinner and now we're not.
Don't want to put you out.
So you're not hungry?
Starving to death.
Me too. Let's see. We got turkey or bologna, or peanut butter and jelly swirl, which is peanut butter and jelly in the same jar, which is a favorite of my little daughter Mary Sue's, which explains the doll head she left inside the jar.
Turkey.
Me too.
And so Hansel and Gretel were walking through these woods, and they're dropping these little pieces of bread behind them.
So they can find their way home?
You heard this.
It just seems so obvious.
Well, don't snap my head off. I didn't make this up. You don't like this story. You blame the Grimm brothers.
Okay, so what happened next?
All right, so they're dropping this bread behind them.
What kind of bread was it?
Peter? Haven't you ever heard of Peter and the Wolf?
I don't believe you.
All right, fine. Give me another child. There's another child. How you doing, Ruth Ann? You still mad at Kitty for helping your mama meet somebody?
I don't know.
What don't you know?
I don't know how my mama can fall in love with somebody else and still love me as much, okay?
Okay. Do you know what infinite means?
Yes.
What?
It's a car.
Infinite means it never ends. There's always enough. And love is infinite. Your mama's gonna love you forever, no matter who she meets. Understand?
It's also a car.
Well, if I may say so, you certainly have a way with the children.
Well, thank you, darling. Children are my favorite life form. But the truth is, I never was blessed with children of my own.
You never had any. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, it was discussed off and on through my 3 marriages, but it seemed like either I wanted them and he didn't, or he did and I didn't, or we both did, but we were divorced and not speaking.
Well, I certainly hope you find the things that you want in life.
I hear that. Coming here to this house, I see what I've been missing all my life.
Thanks, Jason. I had a really nice time.
No, you didn't. Neither one of us did.
You know, that's the first thing you've analyzed all night that I've agreed with.
Look, the dating thing is new to both of us, and I'm sure statistically there are moments of awkward silence on a lot of first dates.
Well, I didn't mind the silence. It was when you talked that I knew I was having a miserable time.
Me too. Let's never do this again.
Well, thanks for walking me home.
Yeah, I was on the way.
Good night.
Can I kiss you anyway so I can tell my friend?
You kiss him, I'm jump.
Kirby Scroggins, what are you doing up there in that tree house?
Hello again, Dorothy Jane. Or perhaps more to the point, goodbye.
This guy's a joke.
Shut up, Jason.
Yeah, shut up, Jason.
Shut up, Kirby.
I saw that coming.
Does this mean I don't get my kiss?
Go home.
Yeah, I'm going. Hey, Scroggins.
Yeah?
Just do it.
Kirby. Don't you feel just slightly dumb up there with Chucky Lee's toy truck strapped to you?
It's steel. I needed the weight.
Wouldn't you feel even dumber if you jumped and all you did was break your legs or arms or something?
Would you take pity on me? So how was Jason? The guy's a snore, right?
Okay, yeah. He's the most boring guy I've ever known. All I kept thinking was, if it's gonna be this dull, I might as well have gone out with you.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I actually had that thought.
All right! Ow!
Get off of me!
When I got divorced, I thought my life was over. One day you have a wife and kids and a place to come home to, and you're thinking, this is as good as it gets.
And you think it's always going to stay that way.
Mm-hmm. And then one day, without really understanding what's happened, you just cut loose, floating again. Oof. So you find yourself calling somebody on the radio just to have somebody to talk to. And after you hang up the phone, you say to yourself, oh, my God, I just called the love professor.
What did she tell you?
She said that I was a nice man and I ought to get off my butt and start dating again. Because nobody deserves to have a lonely life.
Well, she's right. Just like she was right about how I should have a date. Because it is wonderful just getting to know somebody again.
Mama, could you tuck me in?
Sure, Mary Sue.
Say goodnight to Michael.
Good night, Michael.
Good night, Mary Sue. Oh, I think this belongs to you.
Put her back. She was being punished.
You know, I'd forgotten how much fun it is just to sit next to somebody and have an interesting conversation.
I wouldn't know.
I'm just starting out, Dorothy Jane. And sometimes dating can tell you what you don't want in a person as much as it can tell you what you do want.
I thought it would be romantic and wonderful and with a good night kiss. Instead, it was boring and I was almost killed.
Yeah, but at least you got your first date over with.
And so did you. And it sounds like you're open to seeing people again.
Yeah, I might even leave the house next time.
Even though it didn't go quite how I wanted it to. Thanks for letting me go out on my first date.
You're welcome. Thanks for making me go out on mine. Night.
Good night.
It's 11:25 in the p.m., and this is Kitty Drysdale, the love professor. And tonight, I'm thinking about how everyone is lonely for love, each in his own particular way. Whether you're a 14-year-old girl out on your first date, or someone who's had love once and wishes it would come back again. Or even if you're a voice on the radio and you find that your own personal loneliness can be chased away in the company of children. The point is, we all need love, each in our own particular way. Am I right? You know I am. This is Kitty Drysdale, the professor of love, the Nefertiti of the needy, saying, let's take a love call. This one is from Fallen Heart in Pyramid Corners. Hello, Fallen. Has heartache taken another hostage?
Don't know about that. But can someone still love you if you fall on them from a treehouse?
Get off my radio, Kirby.